Well, obviously, I didn't break my camera. But I'm going to give this bad boy here some major hardware update. Let's call it, I'm gonna optimize his primary function link. This is going to be epic, so stick around. I promise it's worth the wait. So lay back, relax, grab a cup of whiskey, or whatever, and enjoy the process.
Okay, what do we need? First of all, the camera, right here. Secondly, got two cups here. I'm gonna force them to work together. If I'm doing my job right, I have something very, very cool, and you will be proud of me. And if I fail, well, let's hope not to fail. I see already severe problems with the whole thing, because we're gonna try to figure out how to get these two together, and then how we get this thing right here in here without breaking everything. And because I think it looks cool, I try to leave it in this form and not to hammer it down. One thing or one idea is to measure the depth of the middle ring and then measure the same length over here, put in some holes and some screws, and it hopefully, holds. That's a theory. You know what? Maybe I'm a complete moron or a genius. I need some hot glue. But first of all, I'm gonna need it to be quite dry. Good. That was hot. So, with some knife here. Good. Pew! In the meantime, have you ever wondered why the sky is blue? Nah, just kidding. No one cares about that. Add this. This is epic.
Got him!
It's been working quite well. The thing I'm going to build here is the very beginning of photography. Even back in the days, they used this to get an image of some funny building, some tree, whatever the fuck they want to paint. Practically build a house with a tiny little hole. That's probably this technique for the incompetent one. But it's the right thing for me.
In a moment of daring, I made a split-second decision. I would cut open the bottom with a tin opener. The adrenaline surged through me as I grabbed the tool and approached the can. My heart raced as I twisted the opener, feeling the satisfying sound of metal piercing metal. With each turn, I felt a sense of triumph. I was taking control of the situation. Finally, with a triumph yank, the bottom of the can fell away, revealing the contents within. It was empty. It was a small victory, but one that filled me with a sense of empowerment.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the audiobook version of the scene, me cutting the tin open. Yeah, back to the video.
The thing you learn in photography, where you're forced to be creative at will, this comes in handy quite often. It doesn't matter if you glue something or you build something else, it's just helpful. And maybe should have painted black. Do you have some black paint?
I looked for a good spot to try out the color, but then I decided to do something brave instead.
Fuck it. Fuck! It's transparent. Who the hell paint or a finish and gives it a black lid?
Many hours later.
I don't have black, but I have copper effect. Just don't ask. Let's try it out. Copper is better than white, I guess. Well, this failed horribly. Good. I need something to wipe it off. Okay. Let's change our plan. We need fire. If you paint something, let it dry before you flame it. Okay, quick paint job.
Many hours later.
As the commercial break blared on, I took matters into my own hands. I swiftly coated the lens in a cloak of darkness, using nothing but a sponge and my wits. Then, with calculated precision, I drilled a hole into the lid and filed it precisely down to the exact diameter of my choice.
Meanwhile, I finished the lid. Looks right, I think. Well, let's glue it together.
Before delving into the delicate task of gluing, I took a bold step. With steely resolve, I wielded an iron pen and pierced a hole through the very top of the lens. A move that will prove crucial in the final product.
Yeah, good. As you can see, I've done a tiny hole on top of the second cup. The light sealing works very good. Well, I'm quite surprised actually of my own skill.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
Yeah, I fucked up. Back to the workbench.
I'm gonna glue this tin foil to the lid and try something out. If this is working, then everything I just did was a complete nonsense. Image in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
After doing some quick research, I realized that the rule of thumb is the longer the lens, the bigger the hole. That means the longer the lens, the bigger the hole, the unsharper the whole image. Obviously, I created a very unsharp lens.
Was it completely pointless? Well, no, because we learned a few things. First of all, you don't need a lens to shoot. Secondly, if you take a quite light, strong camera like this one and put a tin foil on it with a tiny hole, you get some decent pictures. And I'm gonna do very soon probably a whole POV doing some streets or wildlife. It's gonna be difficult, but we could do a forest POV, something like that. Other than that, it was fun to build. It was pointless, but it wasn't actually a waste of time because I always wanted to do something like that. Sometimes you have to see or don't see something in order to accept it. But I'm surprised how sharp it is because you can read the things on the drill, and that's quite impressive. Anyway, thanks for watching.